Look down and pity the drunkard's lone child. In pity look down and hasten to me, and take me to dwell with my mother and thee. She sleeps on a hill in a bed of cold clay. How sad it did seem to lay mother away. She is gone with the angels and none do I see. So dear has the face of my mother to me. I'm alone, all alone in this cold world so wide. God look down and pity the drunkard's own child. In pity look down and hasten to thee, and take me to dwell with my mother and thee. It is springtime on earth and the birds are so glad. I listen and I wondered, my heart is so sad. Sweet flowers are blooming and strangers pass by, but the form of my mother no longer is nigh. Last night in my dreams, mother seemed to draw near. She kissed me just as sweetly as when she was here. She smiled, hold me to, laid her hand on my brow. She whispered, sleep on, son, I'm watching you now. I'm alone, all alone in this cold world so wide. God look down and pity the drunkard's own child. In pity look down and hasten to thee, and take me to dwell with my mother and thee. I'm alone, all alone in this cold world so wide. God look down and pity the drunkard's own child. In pity look down and hasten to me, and take me to dwell with my mother and thee. Well, the 9-pound hammer, it's a little too heavy, but for my size, buddy, for my size. Well, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I go when the wheels won't roll? It's a long way to Harlan, it's a long way to Hazard, just to get a little groove, just to get a little groove. Well, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I go when the wheels won't roll? without a hammer. It killed John Henry. Ain't gonna kill me. Ain't gonna kill me. Well, roll out, buddy. Don't you roll so slow. How can I go when the wheels won't roll? I've gone on a mountain just to see my baby. Lord ain't come back. Lord ain't come back. Well, all right, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I go when the wheels won't roll? Now when I'm long gone, won't you make my tombstone out of diamond and coal? Out of diamond and coal. Well, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I go when the wheels won't roll? Baby, laying right by my side. I just wanna spend every minute writing the story of you and I. You're the one that really knows me, baby, that means everything. So let's go down in history. Dreams are made of. You still go on dates, cause that's your soulmate. You still can't get enough. Do you know what it feels like to marry the person you love? I don't wanna wake up without you, baby, laying right by my side. I just wanna spend every minute writing the story of you and I. You're the one that really knows
coming on.
What's up, my brother?
Oh, hanging out. Hey, I want to say welcome everyone to the new ProMotion live stream on Wednesday nights. It is going to start at 7 o'clock every Wednesday. We'll have a live performance of a band, and then we'll have someone from either an actor, actress, producer, influencer, comedian, whatever, someone important of influence. Tonight we have Monroeville, these guys, of course. You guys have seen them before. They're great, phenomenal. Check them out in Old Smoky Mountain, Gatlinburg, at the Old Smoky location. Also, we have tonight stunt coordinator and producer Levi Bowling. He's a great friend of Jim Johnson and I, and Jim is on the show too, so we'll be bringing him on later. Anyways, this is the next song by you guys called
Good Whiskey Gone Bad?
Good Whiskey Gone Bad. Everyone enjoy it. Thank you for tuning in and share it out.
1, 2, 3. Another Friday night cruise of our one stoplight town. It's 4:45. The Bible's waiting for a pour. Your memory comes round. I crank old Hank up loud, 'cause that's all I have. You're always at the end of good whiskey gone bad. But I wouldn't change one thing about the good times we had. We closed all the bars, counted all of the stars, and knocked a dent in the sand. I wanna love on you now and get back what we had. I can't live on these nights of good whiskey gone bad. I walked in the door and climbed up the stairs. Seems empty, but you're still there. The sheets smell like you in this bed made for two. Well, things ain't the same. I'm a-going insane from good whiskey gone bad. But I wouldn't change one thing about the good times we had. We closed all the bars, counted all of the stars, and knocked a dent in the sad. I wanna live on you now and get back what we had. I can't live on these nights of good whiskey gone bad. Living on memories is just like touching air, but the past is all I have when good whiskey goes bad. Oh, and I wouldn't change one thing about the good times we had. We closed all the bars, counted all of the stars, and knocked a dent in the sad. you now and get back what we had. I can't live on these nights with good whiskey gone bad. I can't live on these nights with good whiskey gone bad.
Guys, thanks so much for being here. It's hard to believe. This is it right here. Live show, live in Market Square, late night entertainment TV for you guys right at home. And thank you so much for being here tonight, man. God, you guys got such a great sound.
Thank you.
Sound. And there's like 4 million people watching right now, which is awesome.
That's what
and
we want.
They all say they're your fans.
Well, that's great.
Let's see.
We hope they're not all haters.
Well, Lily Gilly also says, she says, great show. Loving you guys. She says, love Monroeville. What's not to love, right?
That is true. I've known these guys for a while now. I don't know how long have I known Matt Muncy now. How long has that been?
I don't know. Do you want to count it by how many times you auditioned for us?
Enough to know I don't play in the band. But yeah, I mean, I guess what we've known each other for going on 8 or 9 years.
At
something
least,
like that.
yeah, almost 10 years probably now.
Yeah, then you guys
Yeah.
play constantly. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Monroeville, but if you haven't, you can catch them at the Old Smoky Mountain Hauler in Gallenberg. It's now reopened. You guys are there how many days a week?
We're playing Wednesday nights, Thursday nights, and Fridays 12
Except for
to 5.
this Wednesday.
3 nights a week.
Yeah, 3 nights a week.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's just
Not
there.
'cause
And
they
then, of course,
decided to be here.
yeah.
Well, you know, I forgot actually that we were going to be here last week. I had to call my guy there that books it. I'm like, hey, we're not going to be there Wednesday.
Right.
We're still adjusting, you know. I mean, we've been playing, you know, this whole last year, but we haven't been playing like we're used to playing, which is like 5-6 days a week, you know. So just getting back to like 3 or 4 days is a lot of work for us right now, getting into
Get it
shape.
back in shape. What'd you guys do through COVID?
Not much of anything. We had a baby. Yeah. We were busy doing something.
COVID baby.
COVID, baby.
Yeah,
Well,
children of the quarantine.
Pre-COVID baby.
COVID wasn't too bad for you, obviously.
No, it worked out good for me. We'll probably
She's
bring her
a
up
cutie
here in a
pie,
little bit.
let me tell you. She's a cutie pie.
Yeah,
She is adorable. Yeah.
Well, tell us about the band. I mean, you guys got all the guys here tonight. Tell us a little bit about them.
I'll start with the newest one. He's been here about 1.5 years now. He's from Virginia, and he just got married last year, so his wife Lindsay's here with us. We're proud to have him. He's a talented guy, can play a lot of instruments, producer and recorder and all that. So, but he's from Virginia, and his name's Kyle Dillo. So he's been here 1.5 years now. And then over here on the guitar or the banjo or mandolin, he's a multi-instrumentalist. And he's been here going on 9 years now with us. And he's from right here in Kodak, Tennessee. His name's McCoy Borg. Then, of course, my lovely wife, Brittany Muncy, and my name's Matt Muncy, Monroeville.
Monroeville. I love McCoy, that name. If I had another kid,
Right.
I'd name him McCoy.
McCoy
Like
Borg.
McCoy. That's a tough name right there. I like that.
You guys have any big recordings or anything coming out? Anything new coming
You know,
out?
we've got some stuff in the can. We're trying to decide how we want to release it. Some stuff that her and I have written and recorded with Ken Royster. We did some of that stuff. And then we got a lot of material that we've been working on. So we're thinking of maybe kind of shifting gears a little bit and focusing kind of on the duet aspect of what her and I have been doing the last year. And, you know, McCoy and Kyle aren't really vocalists, so it's nice to have, you know, me and Brittany kind of developed a sound together. And so we're going to kind of roll forward with that, you know. Plus, we're married, so it's kind of hard for her to leave the band, you know.
Yeah, can't really leave.
That's one way to keep the band together.
That's one way.
Definitely.
Well, I love the vibe you guys bring. I mean, you sound so well tuned together. Your harmonies between you and Brittany are amazing. As well as you can see by all of our comments here tonight, people just love listening to you. Tell us a little bit about, you know, you are a Grammy-nominated person yourself, so that's pretty cool, Matt. I mean, on the cool-o-meter, that's up there quite a ways.
Some credibility, maybe?
So, well, you know, hard work, perseverance pays off, and obviously you've done it because you've got a lot of things to show for it. Tell us a little bit about that whole process. I mean, Grammy nominated. That's pretty super cool.
Yeah, it was really surprising. Actually, the day that we were nominated, I got a call from a guy named Jamie Daly, if you've ever heard of Daly and Vincent, a friend of mine. He called me, he said, "Congratulations." I was like, "What?" He said, "You're nominated for a Grammy." I was like, "What?" Couldn't believe it, you know. It was just, I wasn't expecting it. It was a project I did with a band called Barry Scott and Second Wind. Barry was a vocalist that sung all in the bluegrass scene for years and set out on his own, and I kind of came into the band about a few months into the band starting, and kind of took on the band leader role and brought in musicians to play. And he had started recording a project, and so we kind of continued on with that, and I engineered and produced, you know, the project for the band in conjunction with the band. And mixed and mastered that in my car, actually.
Yeah, mix and master it in his car.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
I didn't have a
in
studio
his car.
Hey, man.
at the time, so
Yeah.
you know, hey, where do people listen to music, right? So
There's quite a few cool stories out there about musicians that have done some wild things. I think Paula Abdul recorded like her first promo in her bathroom shower, I believe.
Wow.
Post Malone, you can go back. Post Malone has got some weird videos out there, dude. And
Out
look at him
there.
now. I mean, hard work and perseverance. You know, that's what
Hey,
it's
man.
all about. So.
you know, and I've got a body of work now over, you know, immediately after that, we left and started Monroeville. And, you know, I've got a body of work now. It spans 10 years with this band. And I go back and listen to it, and we have conversations about this all the time. And as artists, you're never happy, you know, with what you put out. But at some point, you just got to get it out there and put it in the world. And as Kyle says, it's a snapshot of who you were and what you were doing at that time. You go back and you're like, oh, you know, I hear this, I hear that, I should have done this, should have done that. But, you know, I did it. I put it out. You know, and that's more than a lot of people can say. Some people never even put anything out. You know, it just swims around in their head and they don't ever get it out. So, you know, if I could give anybody advice, you know, if you're trying to, you know, make a career of music, you know, don't be ashamed. Just go ahead and put it out. You got to start somewhere, you know, and let that represent your growth process as you go along.
Yeah, I call that the McFly syndrome. If you remember from Back to the Future, he was like, I just don't know if it's good enough. I think I need to do work on a little bit harder, and you know, go back. Marty tells him you need to write this book. He writes the book, then all of a sudden he's a superstar. You know,
There it
not
is.
giving up on your dreams. So
That's part of it.
you got to be willing to take some risks.
Well, I must say, you know, putting all this together, this was like an idea I had back in college. Was like have a live stream and to be like, or a live session, and you know, it's videoed and audio, and it has a band performing. Then we bring on a guest and everything else, and it's kind of transformed through time. You know, and like my main goal is to get this on the radio. So,
Yeah.
so if there's a radio station out there that's looking for, you know, some new content and it'd be live, you know, it'd be great to get on board with y'all. I've talked to Merle FM and also Loud Media and other people here in Knoxville about doing it. And there's just there's not really any DJs sitting in-house of DJs, you know, of radio stations anymore. It's all computer programmed. So it'd be really hard to pull it off is what they've all been
Man,
telling me. But there has
if
to
I
be
could-
somebody out there that does this. you
There's
know?
a will, there's a way.
There has to
baby.
be.
You
It'd be
and,
awesome
and I
to-
was thinking about this before we came because I was wondering what all we would talk about. But I wanted to compliment you in particular, James, because you're one of these people that has a lot of vision, right? And to me, there's three kind of people. There's people that have no vision at all, right? They just, you know, whatever.
Right.
Then there's people that have vision but don't get anything done. And then there's people that have vision and actually get stuff done. And that's the kind of person you are, because
I
you kind of
appreciate
have to
that.
fly by the seat of your pants. I'm like
Oh,
that
yeah.
too.
Nate and Josh today, they're like, so how's this show going to go? I was like, I don't really know. We're going to wing it. You know?
Sometimes we fall flat, but you know,
Yeah.
hey, it's a learning experience. You just got to do
Yeah.
it.
But I must say, you know, I can't put this business and everything together without, you know, the help of my parents and also the great team that I have, including you guys. I mean, Matt, you're part of the team too. You've
Yeah,
been here
man.
now for about a year and doing the audio side. And then I have Nate in there who's like a computer wizard, genius, you know, and then also
and
Josh
Clay
too. He's a
and
genius as well.
CJ
And CJ, and now we're, you know, if the cameras were flip-flopped and you were looking inside the studio space, you can see all the people that are actually being trained.
yeah, we should have
You
like
know,
a static
the
camera
class-
in there just
yeah,
to
from
show
inside.
everybody
Yeah,
what's
and then
working
also
in there
of
right
course,
now.
Jack too, and all those people, you know, making all this come
Yep.
together, bring the lights and all the systems
Takes
together.
a village, right?
Dude, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
does.
Like I was telling you before we were going to do this live stream, I was just like, it was, you know, you came to the office and you're like, we're doing it, man. I was just like, this is a dream come true. This is like, exactly what I wanted to put together, minus, being able to stream it through radio. So
Well, we're
that
able to
is,
stream live here on Facebook.
hey, we are,
which is
and Twitch and YouTube. We're
huge,
on all of them.
huge platforms.
So,
huge
yeah.
platforms. And it comes down to you guys out there watching this. It's no joke, man. We need you to share this. This show, the whole reason we're doing this, James and I and the whole team and everybody that's here, we're doing this for you, to give you guys something to watch at home that's entertaining. You guys get to hear new musicians. You get to ask questions and interact live, which is normally you have to go to a studio audience somewhere in order for this to happen.
And that's
So-
something we're going to work on, is having
Yeah.
a studio audience in here, actually. That's the next thing. I'm
The
going
next
to
thing.
fold that in next month, figure out how we can like sell tickets for a small private audience that's also catered in here and everything else.
That'd
And
be
then have
super
like
cool.
a live show and have like the actual legitimate live show. So that is coming. That's the next vision on top of getting it on the radio. There's a couple steps,
It'll
but
happen.
we're getting there. We're getting
It'll
there.
happen.
So
Well, what we need to do is we just need to put it out there to our viewers. Share. Get a lot of
share.
comments. Become one of our #1 fans, and we'll have you on the show.
yeah, correct.
Be on the show. There you go.
Definitely.
Be here, get to watch the show live.
Now I must say, Monroeville is such a great band. We should totally hear one more song by them
Oh.
before we bring Levi on.
Sounds great.
So, do you need to wait on Miss Brittany?
Nah, Brittany had to go tend to the baby.
Tend to
so
the baby.
we'll see how she feels here. We'll bring her back up here in a minute, but we'll do one of our favorite ones. The Good Whiskey Gone Bad and this next song were both put out in 2019 on an album called Momentum, which was all, pretty much everything we've ever put out's all original. Yeah. But this one is an original tune, but it was written by one of our friends named Eli Johnston and Blake Grisham. It's been cut a couple different artists, but we cut it originally back live at the Hard Rock a few years back, and then we did a studio cut of it. So we're gonna do that one for you guys right now. It's one called Goodbye, Caroline. I don't know where I'm going, but I know where I've been. I'll say goodbye to my hometown and run away again. For the last 20 years, things have all been the same. First I leave, then I come home, and that's the name of this game. So goodbye, Caroline. I'll saddle my horse and I'll ride. I won't see again, but you've always been such a good friend. So goodbye, Caroline. I'll take a drive through the mountains, maybe slide down the coast. I don't know where I'll wind up, but maybe God only knows. I'll maybe stop in West Virginia. Ain't got nothing but time. Have a taste of their moonshine or their muscadine wine. So goodbye, Caroline.
but you've always been such a good friend. So goodbye, Caroline. I don't know where I'm going, but I know where I've been. I'll say hello to my hometown, sweet Caroline again.
Oh, you done did it now. You making people cry. I got people on here saying,
People on here crying, man.
"So sweet, makes me cry." That's from Mama Gilly.
Yeah, my aunt too. So
Well, that's what all this music's about, man. It brings out the emotion. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it.
right, look who we found.
I know. Look at this guy.
We
Look
just
at
found
this
him
guy.
on the streets
Levi Bullen is Knoxville, Tennessee, right here, right today. Where did you fly in from
today.
today to be here tonight?
Well, I didn't fly in. I kind of drove in from Oneida, Kentucky. It's a small little town.
Oh, you were in Atlanta too.
Oh, man. I've been all over the place. I don't know where I've been. I bring recognition to my small town. It's where I was born and raised. It's a small town. You probably can't even see it on the map. It's Oneida, Kentucky. It's Oneida in Tennessee, Oneida in Kentucky. It's spelled the same, though.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Same
Man, we go way back.
We
Go back way, way, way back. We've had some fun times together, Levi, over the years.
Oh, man, yeah. And if you, and we
Look
got
at these photos of you guys.
Did you pull them up? You got some pictures up there
Oh, yeah,
from some
look
of
at-
the stuff we did. I haven't seen them in a while.
Man, you
but
got
I don't
some
know
hair.
where we're at. I mean, we're in New Orleans. I'm doing a video shooting in New Orleans, and he sees that I post something on Facebook. He goes, "Dude, you're in New Orleans." I said, "Yeah, I am." He says, "I'm in New Orleans." I'm like, "Cool, come on down, be part of the production."
That was, you know what? I've been all over the world. I've been in so much stuff. But you know what? You know, the time that Jim and I had in New Orleans is probably one of the most funnest, the greatest times I've ever had in my life. There's so much stuff going on, but it was just being with Jim, though. I mean, just being with Jim, though. I mean, it was just awesome. I mean, I loved it. I loved being part of it. And it was just, you know, it was a great thing.
Oh, we have had a lot of fun.
Ever
together.
since I've met Jim, I've had a great time.
Oh, you can't.
Same way with you guys. I mean, it's all about company. Listen, it doesn't have anything to do with me. It's synergy, man. It's synergy. It's when two great things collide. Boom, something awesome is going to happen.
Yeah.
So
must-
that's how I look at it.
I must say, as busy as both you guys are, I'm just glad to be sitting here next to you.
Hey, man, busy
Yeah.
people get stuff done, folks. You know, if you want something done, they say give it to a busy person because he'll get it done. We got to figure out ways to do it because it has to get done. Somebody's got to do it, and it seems like we're always asked to do it, so we figure it out and make it happen.
That's true.
But life's about commitment.
Yeah, so hopefully you can be in that situation Jim and I is in right now. Like, what are you going to do?
I don't too many things to do, man. It's
Too many things to
insane.
do.
I mean, my schedule's packed in too. It's insane.
Movies,
you
music, and entertainment, man.
got some major things coming up, man. You should definitely share a little bit about what's going on in your life.
Man,
Levi.
so I've got so much stuff going on right now, I don't really know where to even start. I've got Sweetwater Valley coming up this fall. I got asked to be on a project of, it's called Abide. It's going to shoot in hopefully the fall. Yeah, it's going to be based in Los Angeles, California. I'm an executive producer and stunt coordinator on it. I'll be shooting a short for a line, or basically, I can't really speak about it totally next week, but it's called Butterfly, and we're going to be shooting it next week in Dayton, Ohio. So we're going to be shooting. I'm stunt coordinator on it. So, and then we got some things coming up. So I mean, there's just so much stuff going on. There's a lot of things I love to talk about, but you know, I'm under a non-disclosure agreement. I can't really truly speak about it because, you know, we got some
Hey,
legal.
when it
just the way
comes
it
time,
goes.
when it comes time, we'll have you back, and you'll be saying,
Yeah.
"Remember those things that I couldn't talk about? Well, now I can talk about them,
Yeah.
so I'm going to tell you about them."
And we
you
can
know.
watch them.
And we can watch it, and we can pull up
Yeah.
little clips of the things that we've done. I mean, even when we were down in New Orleans, we did stuff in New Orleans we couldn't talk about. I still can't talk about stuff we did in New Orleans today, not because they were bad, but because there's a non-disclosure agreement, you can't talk about them.
No.
But we're able to talk to each other about them. See, it's
Yeah.
still good stuff. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it was a great time. I loved it down there. I mean, Jim, I've known Jim for several years. I mean, longer than I've known James here. But I mean, Jim and I, we've been together, and it's been a great time. And you know, I met James about a year ago or so, and it's just been even greater time meeting great people.
You
So-
met him right here,
Yeah.
here. You were, the whole thing,
He was
how
with
you
David
guys met
Branton.
with through David Brandon. David, thank you, brother. I know you're
Yeah.
probably watching tonight if
Ghost
you're not working.
Connections.
Because Ghost Connections, watch it. You'll love it. There's Ghost Connection. Great guy. But he's the one who brought you in during the grand opening here, right? Wasn't it the grand opening night?
It was like right after. Well, were you here grand opening night?
No, I
you,
was
you were
not.
here like the next couple of days.
I was
later.
here ribbon cutting night.
Ribbon
I was
cutting.
ribbon cutting. I was
You
here
were
for ribbon
for
cutting.
Yeah, that was a pretty surreal moment. Cutting a
Yeah.
ribbon on Market Square. That was pretty wild.
You know, it's
Yeah.
funny. I didn't think about it. You know, we did one of our first photo shoots right in that alley, right behind this building.
Yeah,
Remember that? We did the photo shoots when you were a professional boxer.
Yeah. So here's the thing about it is, you know, I was a pro boxer, and this guy man right here.
I would hate to go up against you as a boxer,
Hey,
dude.
we'll go right now. You want to go
You're
right now?
huge, dude. You're 6'5".
Dude,
Knock
I
me
was
out.
videotaping under the punching bag because he was hitting the bag. You know, I was like, all right, go at it. He's like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm under the punching bag with the camera on. And I'm like, okay, you can't hit the punching bag too hard because it keeps going out of frame. So you gotta baby tap it, but go real fast.
Yeah.
Maybe tap it, but go slow.
The really cool thing about it is you know, Silk Cozart is probably my true mentor in this business.
Oh God, Silk's an amazing.
I love him to death. He's family to me. We're not blood, but Silk and I are family. And if it wasn't for Silk, I'd never met Jim. Jim is family to me as well.
Now I'm
yeah.
just a delinquent son.
Yeah, don't sign.
It's all brotherhood, man. Brotherhood.
It's all a brotherhood. But the thing about it is I met Silk. Silk is one of the most greatest people. I'll never forget how I met Silk Cozart. I can remember to this day. I can close my eyes. I was down here in 2012. I was down in Knoxville, Tennessee. I was down here for a film festival. It was the first ever project I was ever on in 2012. It was 23 Blast. I was an extra. Nothing more than an extra. I came down to watch it. Silk had just come back from getting a smoothie. And I asked Silk, where'd he get the smoothie at? And he pointed away. And from that day point on, it was like, I met Silk Cozart. I'm like, oh my God, it's like this guy. He's this big. He's a major person. I love this man to death. And he's one of the greatest people you ever meet in your life. You're like, oh my gosh, it's like, oh my, you mean he's been part of all this, but he's just like a regular person.
Oh, Silk's
Yeah,
great.
Silk's like a regular person. I love this man, and Jim's like this. If you ever meet Jim, Jim's like a regular person. He stays busy all the damn time.
I'm really not. I'm not a regular person. There's something
Yeah, he's-
mentally wrong
he's-
with me, but other than that.
No, he's a regular person. James here is a regular person. I mean, these people, that's one thing I learned in this industry, being an actor, stunt man, stunt coordinator, is you treat people like a regular person in this life. You see them as that, and that's what they are, but they are bigger upon that. But you treat them
The same way.
the same way as
They
you
want to be
would.
treated the same way. They don't want to be stand out. You don't want to.
No.
You know,
Everybody
like-
deserves respect, man. It's always
Yeah.
like I say at the end of our show, you know, be blessed and be a blessing to others. That's, I mean, no matter what you do. I remember that back in the Kennedy administration, they would ask what they were doing, and you know, at the Space Center, and they'd ask the guy who picked up the garbage, and they trained everybody to say, well, what do you do here? He says, I'm helping us go to the moon. Not I'm a garbage man, or I pick up paper, or I erase boards, or whatever it is that they were doing. Everybody has a part to play. It doesn't matter what you do. You should always treat people with great respect.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what they do.
No, you treat people with great respect. You know, it's this thing about it is you treat people with respect, they treat you back the same way.
Yeah, that's true.
That's so true.
And if they don't, I send Levi after.
Yeah, we said Levi.
Yeah, Levi, because listen, you hear that punching bag one time with the, I don't know if I've ever heard a punching bag scream before, until you hit it. That was amazing.
Yeah. The thing about it was, wait a minute. Was that the same day that sweat fell down on your face?
Yeah, I'm
Or
sure
scratch-
it was.
no,
It was on the
lens.
lens.
It was
The
the
sweat
lens.
was dropping on the lens. That was, yeah.
That was so fun. You know what?
Did we get the shot? That's all I got.
We got the shot.
We got
That's
the
all
shot.
that matters. This
Got the
man
shot.
right here,
Got the shot.
Jim Johnson, can get the shot. You need it
Every time.
He can get
Every
it
time.
every time. It don't
Hanging
matter
out
what
of
it is.
helicopters, I don't care. I'll do it. Hanging out of the side of building. If it's got to be done, I'll get it.
Oh,
Ain't no
yes,
doubt.
sir. Yes, sir. And, you know, I got so much stuff coming up. You know, I love it. I love being a part of it. But you know what? One of the things that I grew up learning, my father was a Marine. My mother was a housekeeper. One of the major things I ever learned in my entire life is never forget where you come from. It don't matter if you're a rich person, medium class, low class, whatever. What the way I grew up is family means everything, and that's all that matters. I mean, you got love from family, that's what matters. And you know, I got so much stuff coming up. You know, hey, I'm a part of a church group in Panko Community Center, and where I'm from, they're building a playground and stuff like that for kids. They're trying to grow it up, but they're trying to build stuff like that. I'm trying to be a part of things. It's a thing that, you know, I learned to grow. You give your shirt to people that tries to build better, and you try to be great in life. You never judge people by anything, especially the past or anything like that. You bring people into your life that sees your views and tries to help you. It doesn't matter. I mean, I have Jim here and I have James here. You know, they have great expectations beyond me, but you try to bring people in your life that support. I support Jim. I support James. You know, these people, I love them like my brothers. You try to bring them in to help them support, to bring them upon what they view. You try to support them in everything they do and beyond.
Well, that's about edification. You know,
Yeah.
surround yourself with people that believe in you and that want to lift you up and also want to help other people. You know,
Yeah.
I think that, you know, the things that we do to excel ourselves into leaving a legacy
Yeah.
for people. You talk about the playground. You
Yeah.
know, long after Levi Bowling's gone, that playground will exist.
Yeah.
You know, long after I'm gone, this jacket will still exist. I don't know who's going to have it, but, you know, but that.
Yeah.
But that's the truth. Things always go on. Are we going to leave a mark?
Yeah.
Are we going to leave a mark?
That's the thing
And-
that I mean. I'm part of a program. It's something that it's fitness related, it's mental related. I mean, how do you want to live your life? Literally, how do you want to live your life? It's not like I know Jim, I know James. Do I want to leave my life when I pass away, when I die? Do I want to hey, he knew him? No. You want to remember life, what the mark you left on your life. This is how I want to live my life. I want to live like, okay, oh, this is what he brought. This is, you know, I know Jim, I know great people in my life. I really know so many great people in my life. But it's just what you really want to leave after your life. It doesn't matter what you want to live, what you want to do in your life now. It's what you leave in your life. It's how you represent your family and all that stuff. And I represent my family. My father, again, I'll never, he's a U.S. Marine. He fought in the Vietnam War. My mother was a housekeeper. She never done anything other than that. So that's one major thing in my life is I was taught is you respect your family, you respect veterans, you respect people that actually try to be better than what they was the day than before.
Well, respect, you know, I mean, respect given, earned, whatever.
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't matter who you are. You can be 5, you could be 105. Everybody's got a story. Everybody's got a place on this earth. I think that no matter who you are, there's something you have to add. No matter what you do, you might be at home right now wondering, well, I'm just not really doing anything with my life. Well, figure out something you can do, and it doesn't have to be something large. It can be something really small. It can be something so small. You know, open a door for somebody, or buy somebody a cup of coffee, or
Yeah.
you know, if somebody, that's what I like to do when I have time, which is very rarely, but occasionally, you know, maybe one time a year, I'll take, if I have a few minutes to stop, and if somebody says I'm hungry, take them into the Subway or take them into the Taco Bell or wherever that's around you and buy them something. You never know.
Yeah.
I've heard some incredible stories from people that have just been down on their luck and they just need somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
You know, last time I was in Nashville, this was a couple years ago. We just got through shooting at the Opry, or Opryland Hotel, and we went down to Broadway to check it out. James, you got your new music thing going on. You got your new studios being built down there in Nashville. There's a lot of homeless people that walk up and down Broadway, and this one guy just struck me, man. You know, and he had a little dog there, and he had a veteran's cap on. I sat with him. It was, probably 11 o'clock at night. I sat right down on the sidewalk next to him and sat there and talked to him for about an hour. And he says, you know, nobody stops and really says anything.
No.
They give you a quarter, $1 or whatever, but nobody really talks. And man, I heard so much about this guy. I'm like, oh my God, you know, and helped him out before I left. But take time. You never know what you can do for somebody's life, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
See,
that's why you came here, because
All
you
you
knew
gotta
I
do
was
is
going to be
listen.
here and I needed help.
Listening is the best learning tool.
Yeah. See,
That's true.
I'll
And
never
YouTube.
forget. Yeah. See, I never like Jim spoke a second ago. One thing I never forget in my life. Jim and I were walking down Bourbon Street in New Orleans, Louisiana. We saw a homeless guy with a dog, and I'm very skeptical about. I've lived in Los Angeles. I've been out that area. There's so many people that bring on, oh, they're homeless, they're disabled, et cetera, about being homeless, because, you know, I've seen this. But Jim and I was walking down Bourbon Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, and I'll never forget it for the rest of my life. I say, hey, Jim, it's like, hey, that guy right there has a Veterans Administration license, or, oh, he says he's homeless. I don't know if you remember this or not.
The guy with the dog?
The guy with the dog. You remember
Yeah.
this? He had his VA license attached to his in need of help.
Yeah.
We helped him out. You and I helped him out. We both did. You did, I did. So that's the thing about it is, I'm a very big person on military. I don't care what it is. You know, I grew up in a military family. Jim is military. That's his decision to talk about it. It's not mine. But I've always, rose to the fact of say, hey, you respect the people that gave their lives for the people the way you live today. That's the way I was raised.
Yeah, well, you got to remember, just remember people. You know, I'm like, totally when I see vets, or I see, it's really difficult today because you'd like to help everybody, and sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. And you might see the same person in the same corner every day for the last 3 years. It seems like sometimes that happens. But every once in a while, you'll see somebody and God puts something on your heart. And,
True.
And you do something about it.
Yes.
So, but, we've talked a lot about people, help people.
Yeah.
Like I always say, be blessed, be a blessing to others, because it's a huge thing. And, we're trying to keep the show to an hour.
Yeah.
Stay in that hour zone. I don't know where we're at. We need to get a big clock in here, James.
Well,
So
we got about
keep
2 more minutes with Levi.
Oh, awesome.
So
I'm
Levi,
glad.
where can people find your? Tell people
Yeah,
briefly,
Facebook, all the stuff.
briefly about your history of being an actor as stunt
All right.
coordinator. Briefly.
So here's the thing is, if it wasn't for this man right here, Jim Johnson, Silk Cozart, I'll be honest with you, if it wasn't for them 2 people right there, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I'll be straight up honest with you. These
Wow.
Silk and Jim are the 2 people I talk about. It doesn't matter if I'm bigger than them or whatever. These 2 people are probably the biggest people I talk about in my life.
Well, I appreciate that.
I love
That's
these 2
awful
men
sweet.
in my life. I love these 2 men. It's not a lie. It's not a joke. I rose from a coal mining town in Oneida, Kentucky. It's a small town. You probably can't see it on the map. I met James over here, and James, we're trying to work together, trying to make it even bigger for ourselves. Promotions LLC, you see them everywhere, especially look up on Facebook.
How do they find you on Facebook?
You can look at L-Bowling15, L-Bowling15 on Instagram. The thing about it is, I've lived, I'll be honest with you flat out, I've lived homeless. I have. I lived on a tennis court in Westwood, California, trying to make it. I don't care what people say. I don't care what people do. I mean, even though I know Jim, even though I know Silk, I don't know these people. I know these people personally. These people, they didn't help me, or I mean, they helped me in a way, in the mindset. The way I was taught is by a person, no name is you work your way up and you earn it, and they help you along the way. I want to be that. That's what I want to be. I don't want to be brought on to what other people I'm associated with. I really do not. I try to earn my own way. That's the way I was raised by a Marine father and a housekeeping mother. You earn your way. You don't want to be brought on to what other people you're associated with. You want to earn your way up. You know,
Gotta work hard, man. Gotta
work hard.
Work hard.
You got to put the work in. It doesn't matter if you know people or not. You got to put the work in. It doesn't matter if you're an actor, musician, or anything. You got to put the work in. If you don't put the work in, and when you be brought on to do stuff, people can see stuff. You know, I mean,
It don't take long, man, because the time will always tell one way or the other. Time will always tell the truth.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
it
will,
will.
sir.
Time will always tell the truth.
Yeah, see, I was speaking to a person today. I was speaking to Silk today. You know, we're talking about Country Roads beer. You know, I love Silk to death. I support him in everything he was. But we got Country Roads beer coming out. Future Silk, we'll talk more about it, but I love it to death. Merchant Drive in Knoxville, Tennessee, you can grab it. But
Yep. Country Roads, Amber, and
Yeah.
Golden Lager.
yes, yes, sir,
You
yes,
gotta remember
sir.
Both of them. Just,
But guess
they really
what?
are awesome.
It's the fact of is I love that man to death. He's like my brother, and I love Jim to death like my brother. I love James to death like my brother. But it's like you go Amber, whatever. You go to Merchants Drive and grab Country Roads beer. I support people that support me, but I support people that are in this business. You know, I got so much stuff going out. It's just, you know, I got so much stuff coming up in the stunt coordinating business, acting business, whatever. But one thing you never need to forget is where you come from, how you grew up, and the people that helped you where you're at, and the people that is associated with you, because you not only represent yourself, but you represent the people associated with you.
Well, that's true. That's true. You always got to be cognizant of that. Well, Levi, thanks so much for being here, man. We're so glad you came back into town tonight, all the way from Oneida. Come in, Knoxville, sit down. Our premiere show tonight with James in Monroeville. Man, where would we be without all the people here that help us, man?
Thanks
Love
for
you,
coming.
man.
Yeah.
I love you, brother.
Well, cool. Let's end it out with good old Monroeville. So coming back on the show, Monroeville, guys, 2 songs, something like that.
We had to change the set list. The baby got upset.
Oh.
So Brittany had to go tend to the baby. So we're going to do your favorite, James, Devil's Rope.
Love it. Yes.
Well, son, you're talking to a dead man, so don't take these last words light. There ain't a preacher in this town can make what I've done wrong right. I could hear them at the gallows driving nails into my fate. You're my only chance in hell, son. I just pray I'm not too late. Started when I had to steal to feed my family. It was stages, banks, and cattle. Soon the long gone, what it be? They were waiting at the mouth of Crowheart Canyon with metal teeth and fire. But they only brought me down 'cause I got tangled in the wire of a long stretch of devil's rope. I feel it all
gonna give me one more dawn, then I'll be hanging on the Devil's Rope. Deadbeat strikes like a lightning, so consider yourself warned. When you ride that horse you're riding, trouble hound, you're like a storm. It's way too late for me now, but you still got time to choose. Don't make the kind of choice that sticks your neck out for a noose. All along stretch of Devil's Rope, I feel it already on my throat. They're gonna give me one more dawn, and I'll be hanging on Devil's Rope. I've already dug my hole, so for God's sakes, please make my tombstone ring. I lost one life, but I saved two souls from a long stretch of Devil's Rope. Feel it already on my throat. Devil's Rope. They're gonna give me one more dawn and tell me when I'm gone. Long
platforms? What are all the places people can find us right now? Twitch.
On Twitch at Promotion LLC. You can find it on YouTube at Promotion LLC on YouTube. You can find it on Facebook at Promotion LLC. Capital P, capital M, space LLC.
Space LLC. And listen, folks, share it, talk about it every day, tomorrow, because it's already been viewed like thousands and thousands of times. And I'm not joking. The amount of people have been watching. I thank you guys so much for tuning in this evening. We greatly appreciate your love and support. And if you are a musician, or if you're a talented influencer, a actor, or something in the production world, we would love to have you on. Author of a book, that'd be another great one. Comedian. Those are all great people to have on and interview, because we'd love to hear your story and help you get your story out there. Because that's what James and my vision is for this thing, and to also premiere incredible talent like Monroeville. Gosh, the fact that we've got you guys here just makes me smile. You see my smile?
I see the
I
smile.
almost feel like I got a Joker smile on. Right? This is
I
amazing.
think
love it.
you should say the famous words and let them close out with one more song.
One more
and we'll
song.
take this song. We'll take this session home, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. Folks, I said it multiple times in the video today, but be blessed and remember to be a blessing to others. Our words carry so much weight. Everything that we do to every person we meet carries so much weight. You never know what you're going to do to help change somebody's life. It could be positive or it could be negative. It's your choice. Do with it what you will, but bless people, would you? Thanks, Monroeville. Take us out.
1, 2, 3. I wandered so aimless, life filled with sin. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Then Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more in night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow in sight. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Get him, McCoy. I was a fool to wander astray. Straight is the gate and narrow the way. Now I have traded the wrong for the right. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more in night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow in sight. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Well, I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more in night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow in sight. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, let it shine, let it shine,